You ever notice how Bear always has to lead the way, even though he doesn't know where we're going? Let's go find some firewood. Loves his wood. Oh, there it is, eh?
That's the big basswood.
Okay.
So it's going to stay there. 'Cause I'm going to be cutting it to make the backstop where that sheet is.
Jeez, that is one big tree too, eh?
Oh,
Boy, oh boy.
bigger one up over there.
Okay. We got some hardwood back here too?
Yep.
Yeah, right here. Nice. Okay. Well, I figured we could probably get a trailer full or so. Whoa! Jeez, somebody was busy. Is that bass up on the top, the big long one, or is that
That's
maple?
the basswood.
Okay.
So again, that one would be cut the lengths for the backstop.
And you said we are 408 meters down this range back to the greenhouse.
From that sheet to the greenhouse, 408.5.
Wow. Well, not bad for one season, I think. Alrighty. It's real pretty outside. There's just piles of leaves everywhere, as you guys can see today. It's real pretty. But when you're driving a tractor, especially a small compact or a subcompact that don't weigh a lot, these big boulders like this and that, undulations and big holes in the earth or in the ground of the forest get covered up by the leaves. You don't see them until you feel them. And especially if you're grappling and you've got a lot of weight, you get one side or one tire of the tractor that drops too far, you'll feel it. So I always go in low, four-wheel drive, and I drive very, very slowly. Because until you start to unearth all of these different obstacles, you're not really sure what you're running over. Because that could be a 1-foot hole filled with leaves, or it could just be flat ground. I hope that's helpful to you if you're a new tractor owner. Always extra careful in the fall. Not a bad little drop of firewood for the morning.
Oh, you're leaving when?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
No.
Yeah. All right, my friend. I'll meet you back at the woodshed.
Sounds great.
Yeah, you bet.
See you back there. Come on, little black dog.
Well, that was a nice way to spend the morning. What a gorgeous day. One thing about the forest this time of year, though, I also walk the area before I start driving the tractor through it. So after we came down through this small little laneway between the trees, I knew this was going to be the work area. So I go around and I start kicking leaves and I start walking all around the ground so I can see if I can find any of those undulations that are severe. You also may or may not have seen it on film. I can't remember if I filmed it, but I had a couple of these small sapling stumps, and I guess somebody wasn't thinking and they cut them on a sharp angle. So I go around with my chainsaw and I blunt them and I cut them flat because I don't want that poking up into my tires. I mean, I don't know if it would pop the tire or not. I don't have that kind of experience, but I'm assuming when you have something really sharp and pointed, depending on how much weight's being pressed on it, it's probably something of a concern. But for sure, walk around, plan where you're going to be driving the tractor, where you're going to grapple from, how you're going to get around these big, huge boulders or these rocks or the indents or undulations in the earth. And then once you've kind of figured out your game plan, that's where you'll know to where you can start grappling or skidding those logs up to, how you're going to come in at them. And then, of course, where you position the trailer is really important because you want to try to get it somewhere flat. So as you approach with a large load of logs, you don't want, the front right tire to fall into an undulation because it'll just throw you off as you're trying to lift that load. Anyways, had a great morning, and I got Guy just a little bit more firewood, so I think it's time to head back. Thanks very kindly for hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great week with your families. Please be kind to one another, and I'll see you again right here. I'm Gord Potter, and you've been watching GP Outdoors. Cheers.